Hey guys!
Welcome back. I know it's been so long since we did our last vlog, but it's been a super crazy, busy, but good season for us, and we're excited to give you some updates about things that have been going on in our life.
So if you guys have been following us on social media, you probably have seen that we just purchased a house. And so we are super excited, super grateful, and we want to tell you guys just the amazing God story that this house truly is. And at the same time, we also wanted to show you guys around.
A few months ago, Marcus felt like it was a good time to start looking for a house.
So Bianca started looking on Zillow, and we both spotted this house, and it was super cool. But as we started progressing down the whole home buying process, more things were coming up that we were kind of like, okay, we kind of settled on some things. She was even encouraging me to pray about it, and so I did, and I would feel the Lord encouraging me about his faithfulness, that he would provide, that he would take care, but I didn't feel an exact peace that this was the house.
Right. I decided to check one last time. Let me look at Zillow, see if anything new popped up. And something new had popped up, and so we did the tour. It was beautiful, we loved it. I mean, it had so much more of what we needed and what we wanted. Yeah. And so it was kind of hard not to get like too excited. You know, they tell you don't get too excited about it, don't get attached. But we were looking at this house and we're like, man, we really love it. And so we go home and, you know, our realtor's like, think about it, let me know if you want to put a bid on it. But I tell Marcus, I'm like, after this whole emotional roller coaster with the last house, I don't want to go through that again. I was like, just pray about it.
Yeah, and so I prayed about it, and I really felt the Lord just impress upon my heart that this is the house. And I felt like I heard the words, this is your inheritance. So I kind of came out pretty confidently, and I told her, I was like, babe, this is the house.
And so at that point, I'm like starting to get a little excited, and we're like, okay, let's call the realtor. So we called our realtor and put the bid on. Our realtor lets us know later that night that there are other bids on the house, and they're better than ours essentially. And so that made the situation seem kind of grim because he felt like he heard God say, like, this is your house, and then I'm hearing a report that says not likely because there's already better offers than yours, you know. The whole next day I was just real sad. I was like depression cleaning, and later that night we get a call from Kate.
Yeah, so we got a call, and she was on the phone with Kate. Shout out to Kate. She was amazing through the entire process. Essentially, she tells us something to the effect of, in her experience being a realtor, she's never experienced what she was about to tell us. She said the couple, they were waiting for bids to come in, and they have actually been praying to find out who they really feel a peace about giving the house to and accepting their bid. And they looked us up, and they felt the Lord was telling them that this house belonged to us. And we're just like rocked and blown away. They basically walked away from bids that were higher because they felt like they needed to be obedient to the Lord. And they felt like we were the ones, and that just was so special to us. And I mean, it's surreal even now.
Right. So, I mean, that was obviously a huge blessing, and everything went flawless with the inspections. We went through that whole process again. I mean, it was just amazing and a very smooth process. We got in good timing. We finished and closed on time. And so we closed on August 21st, a little over 2 months, and it's just been amazing. I mean, beautiful house, has so much of what we need. So much space.
And we're immensely grateful to everybody, from Kate to all the people she connected us to, the previous owners of the house. I mean, everybody, just amazing. It was beyond anything we imagined, that we even hoped for. I mean, we're just really blown away and super grateful to God and to everyone who's a part of the process. So we just hope that this is an encouragement to anybody listening to this, that if God did this for us, he can do it for you. And another takeaway for us personally was not to settle, you know, for something less than what God really has in store. And so it took us kind of having to yield to him and be patient and really just wait for what was right. We recognize that this is bigger than us. You know, we feel like we're blessed to be a blessing for our family, for our friends, for everyone around us, which actually leads us to some other big news about this house.
Yes. So if you follow some social media, you may have noticed our friends Jack and Alyssa on our page quite a bit. We're really close. They're two of our best friends. And so when they got engaged, this idea kind of just fell out the sky. What if when they get married, we all actually just live together instead of having two separate apartments? Because we were in an apartment and they were talking about moving to the same complex. And so at first it was almost like a joke, but then we were like, hold on, this could actually be genius. So let's talk about this. And here's the thing, it's not like we needed it. It's not like we couldn't survive financially without that, because obviously we had been doing it for, a couple years at that point. By the end of that conversation, they were so on board, and it's not even just about the finances and the money saving aspect, but we genuinely do have a really good friendship. We do wedding photography. We got them doing wedding videography, and so those two businesses are very hand in hand. We help each other a lot. We push each other forward. But as we were in the process of getting this specific house, our other friends, Donnie and Kirsten, who you may have also seen on our Instagram, wanted in on it too. So we were like, all right, I mean, we have room for it because this is a 4-bedroom house. So shortly after that, we found out that they're pregnant, and they didn't know either. They found out that they were pregnant, and so we were like, all right, I mean, cool, let's do it. Like, we still have the room.
We understand that a lot of people, this could sound super crazy, super foreign, and sound like something that they would never be able to do with their friends. But we know that we have a super unique and rare relationship where we're just that close. And honestly, we all still, as couples, have our sense of privacy. The house is big enough for 3 couples. It's actually been amazing.
That was something we decided even before Jack and Alyssa, that we had that value of, I think that we just always want to have a tenant or just somebody living with us, because we didn't feel like we super needed that privacy. Like, my sister lived with us for like 8 months before this, so we were kind of used to that.
It's always been a dream of ours to create a space where others feel at home, and create a space where we aren't the only ones enjoying it. And we've always been that way, even when we were in an apartment.
Right.
And it kind of goes back to that idea that we're blessed to be a blessing, and God cares about family and community and friendship. We feel like the way that God has just poured into our lives, it gets to overflow into other people's. And that to us is so exciting. That's more exciting than our cup being full, is for it to overflow and bless other people. And whether it's a year or longer, however long it ends up being, we just know it's gonna be a fun time. So we'll keep you guys updated with the latest and greatest. We really appreciate you guys watching. We hope this was encouragement to you guys. We'll see you guys next time. We love you.